Hey everyone, Jeremy from JSB RC here, and today I have a few tips and some things that I've learned after being out of the hobby for about 15 years. Just some quick things I've picked up on along the way, some mistakes I've made, or just something I've learned the hard way. So stay tuned. My number one tip for you guys getting back into the hobby is tools. Just make sure you got the right tools. They don't have to be the best, but make sure they're correct. By correct, I mean the right size. We all have those random bits and screw bits laying around, and sometimes they're just a hair too small, and over time that is going to strip those heads out or those screws out, and it's going to cause a massive headache, and you don't want that. I have been using the MIP tools, which were recommended to me by a close friend. They've been doing really well, so just make sure that you have a good set of tools. If you're going to be doing shock work, I recommend just picking up a shock tool. You can press out rod ends, you can hold the shock shaft without marring it up while you're working on the shock. If you mar up that shock shaft, it's gonna potentially cause a leak in the shock and all your fluid's gonna leak out. We definitely don't want that. For grease, I just use Udder Butter. It's something, again, that was recommended to me by a close friend. There's tons of other products out there that work just as well, so make sure that you just grab something that you like and is relatively easy to get your hands on. My other recommendation is just to have a small battery drill. This little guy goes from 90 degrees to 180 straight out. It's a low voltage 4-volt drill. It's nothing crazy. I only use it to get the screws just before snug and then hand tight with the hand tools. You don't want to over tighten with a drill, as that can cause stripped out heads as well, and you could break a screw or something else could happen that you just don't want to happen, and that's going to cause a bad day. So again, guys, just make sure you have a good set of tools. They don't have to be the best thing on the market, but just make sure they can get the job done correctly. Number 2 on my list is getting Lipo bags to keep and properly store your batteries. We all know that these things can puff up, they can cause problems, and that stuff's not really good. I just have these simple Lipo bags I grabbed off Amazon. They make bigger ones that you can actually put those into as well. When you're charging these batteries, make sure you do not leave these unattended. These things can cause fires, things can happen very quickly, and you cannot put out a Lipo battery. So just be very smart about where you're storing, how you're storing, and charging the batteries. Also, let's talk about people's property. When you guys are going out and we're going RCing and exploring, please make sure that you guys are respecting private property, if it's government property, whatever the case may be. We all want to keep this hobby growing. We don't want to see things get shut down, and we definitely don't want to make people angry. So let's keep everyone happy and just make sure that we're not doing anything we're not supposed to. Number 3 on my list is support your local hobby shops, especially the small business brick and mortar mom and pop stores. They are extremely important to the community. Though they may not seem like they have what you're looking for, I highly encourage you to go in there, stop in, and talk to them. If they don't have it, they may be able to get it for you. If you want to buy something online, make sure that you're buying from a reputable business or seller. Do your research, because you want to make sure that you're giving your money to a very reputable seller and not someone that's going to scam you. There is a lot of bad business going on, and you don't want to lose your hard-earned money. So make sure you're doing your research. Number 4 on my list is be patient. This hobby can get very frustrating very quickly sometimes with all the small parts, the small screws, the C-clips, all the moving parts. The electrical can be a very big headache for some people if you're not super fancy with electrical work. I promise it will be okay. Take your time, work through it, and learn about the hobby. It's actually very interesting. It can be frustrating, but I promise it will be okay. So don't get frustrated, because we don't want you to get discouraged and get out of the hobby. If you need help, reach out to someone. You could reach out to me. I would be glad to help you if you need. But don't get discouraged. It's an extremely fun hobby and a lot of people enjoy it, so there's a lot of knowledge out there, so use your resources wisely. The 5th and final tip I have for you guys is don't be afraid to get in there and do the work you need to. Sometimes there's not information online or pictures or video anywhere of what you need. So take your own pictures, take your own video of anything you might need to take apart that you're unsure of. That way you have a reference point of what you need on how to put it back together. So don't be discouraged, get in there, learn how to do it. If you can't find anything about it, I promise you, you will actually enjoy doing it, and it will be very satisfying once you get it done. So just to recap my 5 tips for getting back into the hobby. Number 1, tools. Have the right tool for the job. Number 2, safety. Be safe when you guys are charging these Lipo batteries. Be smart. They can catch fire really quick. Number 3, support your local hobby shops. We all love to support a local business. Go support your local hobby shop. Number 4, be patient. Don't let things get you frustrated. Don't let it discourage you from the hobby. Be patient. Number 5, get to work. Don't be afraid to get in there and do what you need to. You're gonna learn from it. So just go in there, take things apart, put them back together, and have fun and enjoy the hobby. I want to take a quick second and thank each and every one of you guys for taking a time out of your day to stop by our channel and watch our content. So for my appreciation for you guys, I want to do a giveaway at 300 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel and you're watching this, make sure that you subscribe by hitting the bell icon, turn on those notifications, like the video. Please let me know what you guys thought of today's video by dropping some comments in the comment section. I hope to see you guys out on the course one day, and keep the rubber on the rocks.